to the Longhorns. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And the Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Longhorns offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Guys, this winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Green. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes his connection. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Makes the grab. It's Russell.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a smart art. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Wants to throw. It's Green. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Stevens. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game.
Fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense of understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Gets it out quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're bringing heat. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold up.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anthony. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield. Making it.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. First down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
To the air. It's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff to the lone back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
First downs is that alone, just on this drive. The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The give on the inside. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Manning. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Hill. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Green. He finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He got it.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the middle. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Quickly complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Using his legs, it's Baxter. The Longhorns have a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Russell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away.
On that last 3rd down play, if you're going to go draw, the quarterback's got to do a better job selling pass. I think he was just a little bit too quick getting the ball to the running back, and now here we are, 4th down.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that you get that one positive. Maybe get those juices going and something can start to build.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Manning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Baxter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are using 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Texas 10, Arkansas 3.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The run from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Green. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What a catch and run for 6.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Line gets set, first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A quick pass to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. RPO complete to open the drive. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The inside handoff. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to throw, it's Green. He's right on target. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting towards perfection.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Green. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up fourth and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Longhorns have it with a first and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for room, it's Baxter. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. That's reeled in. It's Stevens.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Second and 10 after the previous play. They want to just keep throwing it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to pass. It's Green. They're trying to get to him. Unleashes one. Got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback adapting. Avoids pressure. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. To the air, it's Manning. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
27, Arkansas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And the returner will be dragged down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Green. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. You know, it's